On, guys, welcome back to the channel. And today in this video, as you can see by the title, we are doing a review on the Rugged Ridge neoprene seat covers, front and rear, for all 2007 through 2011 Jeep Wranglers. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right, guys, so and as you guys can see, the previous clip, that was my new intro that I designed over the past couple of days. It still needs some tweaking, but that's the official logo. And it's also the same logo that I've got on my doors here, except it says Raptor Unit instead of Project Raptor. Now, I apologize for the background noise. We do have chainsaw going on, so we're trying to chop up wood for the next cold front. But let's go ahead and get into the review of these seat covers. I'm gonna let this helicopter pass overhead, so I'll see you guys here in a second. All right, so here are the seat covers. We're gonna start up here in the front. Now, I was going to do an installation video for you guys, but I decided not to do it and just do a review instead, and that's solely for the fact that these were very, very difficult to install, especially the fronts. The rears, not so much, but the fronts were a pain in the ass to install. Excuse my French. So, I love the design of these. I love the color of these. I got the little bit of a dark gray and the black together because, as you can see, mine is silver, but I mean, I guess you can say that's a light gray as well. So I love the design of these. I love the feel of them. I'm not a big fan of neoprene. I could say I'm not a big fan of neoprene, but I've never really had anything that's neoprene except clothing. And on clothing, I've never been a fan of it. But for seat covers, that's not that bad. These are very sturdy. The design is great, but the install was terrible. As you can see, some of the stitching is already starting to tear on some of these, and I've had these in here for almost a week now. So up underneath, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it or not, but that little clip right there, that's what holds the two sides together. So there is a clip on this side, as you guys saw underneath, and on this side. And when you tie those two together, it squeezes both of the sides and compresses them to match to the seat. Also, I'll come around to the back side of the seat here. There's Velcro that goes in between the bottom and the top seat. Sorry for the camera angle here, guys. I'm trying my best here. And getting the Velcro through the seats was a very big pain because these seats only go forward so much. And also underneath here as well, there's more clips right here that tie that Velcro that goes in between the seats. They Velcro together, but also there's two straps that come out from the back side here around to the front as well. I can't really see it from this angle, but they tie the front and the back seat together. When you connect them, you can tighten them together and it'll compress the seat to form more of a tighter fit to the seat. Now that's just the bottom, but the top is a whole different story. We'll get to that here in 1 second. Excuse my Negan baseball bat that I custom made. Yes, it's fake blood. Don't worry about that. So anyway, the seat buckles underneath, they are very loosely stitched to the seat covers, and when you go to pull on those to tighten the seats, they can rip off of the seat covers themselves. I have one do that on the other side. I'll show you guys when we get over there. And I you know, from that point forward, I just thought to myself, these are very poorly constructed. So also I could see that the Velcro came loose on the other side as well, just sitting in here. Now the cold, it being January, it's currently January 25th. It being January and in the winter season, these seats aren't really going to, they're going to be stiff and they're not really going to mold to the seats the way that I want them to. But when the summer comes, these seat covers will mold to the seats a little bit better, and I guess, I want to say contort, but I don't know if that's the right word, and just, I guess, fit to the seats a little bit better. And here you go. This is one of the buckles. Now, this buckle in particular did tear, as you can see here. Like I said, this is very loosely stitched together. It's probably made in China. I do not know for sure. And the Velcro, as you can see here, there's Velcro on the underside of this seat, and the top side of this one has come undone. So I'll have to go back and correct that here a little bit later. Also, On the front seats here, there's this fabric that I had to trim. It came down to about here all the way around, and it was a part of the original seat, and I had to cut it in order to get these to fit. Now, you might not have to do that if you get these seats, but I did. So also, it does come with new pockets on the rear, which is great. Love that. It's got, if you have airbags on your seats, it has an airbag slot on both sides, not on the inside, of course, just on the outside. And the headrests. Now, the headrests were a whole different story. I decided to take my headrests out and leave them out because I think it gives it a more old school look with no headrest. I'm going to leave the headrests off of the back. Now, these are the headrest covers. The covers are a whole different story. They're a huge, tight fit. A very, very tight fit. I ripped one of them. As you can see, this one's ripped pretty badly. I think that's pretty much it on this one. I ripped this one and it will no longer go on my headrest. So I decided to take off the headrest entirely and leave them off of there. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the rear seat covers. All right, so the rear seat covers are an entirely different story. The construction is just about the same. The coloring's great. It matches everything perfectly. Now, the installation was a whole different story for the rear. It was made a lot simpler than the fronts. So on these, the main differences here, obviously you get a little slot for your seat pull. When you pull this, you can fold your seats down. Yes, the stitching is ripping a little bit, but I don't know about that. So let's move on to the back of the seat here. Now, they made this really simple for the backs. What this does for the for the 60% part of the seat, they made a zipper on the back. So you unzip that and you pretty much wrap it around the back side of the seat. And then it Velcros to the top here around the studs for your headrests. And that's pretty much it. It makes it a pretty simple installation. Also, from the front, you also get your clips that go underneath the seat for the bottom half of the seats. And they clip together. You can tighten them. And that works fine. It is a little difficult to get these clips in and the fabric through the bottom half of the seat, but since you can fold these seats forward more than the fronts, it makes it a lot easier to do. Now, alongside the Velcro thing on the front seat, there is also the Velcro on the back side of the seat as well. So you can pull this forward, it's Velcroed on the back, and then clip it as well from the bottom to make it a tight fit. Now, aligning the seams on the seat covers with the original seats is kind of a difficult deal to do, because you do have to clip them along the bottom and on the front and the back alongside the Velcro. So there's a lot of moving parts on these seat covers that you have to deal with when you're getting the fitment right. So I just recommend, if you do get these seat covers, just take your time, and hopefully your installation will go a lot better and a lot faster than mine did. As you guys already know, I'm leaving the front's headrests out, but the rears are a different story. Now, these were a little bit difficult to remove, and you guys can see they are dirty. So I'm going to clean these up, and I have the headrest covers back there. I'm going to put the headrest covers on these and see if they are any better than the fronts after I put the headrest back on. So I can just have a little bit of an old school design up front with no headrest, and a new school design with headrests in the back. I think it would look pretty good. And yeah, so let's go ahead and give this whole thing a rating and close out this video. These seat covers, you can get these seat covers, just the fronts or just the rears, but I got the whole package. The whole package was around $250 before tax, about $260, $270 after tax. So the price that I paid for these seats, yes, they are cheaper than other seat cover options, but so I guess I got what I paid for. They're going to be a little cheap, I guess you could say. But I love the design. Design, I would say, is about a 9 out of 10. The feel of the seats and how they ride when driving around in the Jeep, I'd say, is about a 9 out of 10 as well. The construction of the seats themselves, the seat covers them, I keep saying seats, but the seat covers themselves, the actual construction, I would say is about a 5 to 6 out of 10. Not a big fan of the construction at all. Not a big fan of the installation either. The installation, I give that about a 4 out of 10. They were very difficult to install. I recommend having a buddy alongside you if you're going to be installing this, maybe even a couple of buddies, so they can experience this with you. So, by the title of the video, are these good or are these bad? I don't know. I would say in the long run, I could have a better answer for you. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and say they are mediocre. They're right in between. I hope I'm using that word right, but I would say they're right in between. They are good, but they do have some bad qualities. So I'm not going to recommend this product, but if you guys want to try them out for yourselves and take a deeper dive into them, you can also follow along on Extreme Terrain's website, their installation process for these. They make it look immensely easy to install, but obviously when you get them, they're not going to be very easy to install. So if you guys want to try these out for yourselves, I'll leave the link in the description box below. I'll also leave a installation video that I found that was very helpful in the description box below as well. All right, guys, so if you guys enjoyed this video and if I helped you out in any way, shape, or form, give me a like, leave me a comment down below, and we'll see you next time on Project Raptor.